Hey, good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, Lewis Davis, once again with your Moonlight message for Tuesday evening. You know the new series is called Paradigms. And tonight's paradigm, ladies and gentlemen, is something that if you think about what I'm about to tell you that it is, you'll realize there's more of it all around you. But what you do with it, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the question. Today's paradigm is called I Don't Have the Resources. Now, we know that there are things in our lives that we want to accomplish. A lot of us are in a spot right now where we want to do something and change our life from where it is right now to where it could be if we decide to put forth some effort. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in our lives, we're going to run into some obstacles. We're going to come up against a brick wall. We're going to have some decisions to make, and we're going to have some things that we must get over to be more successful. And today's paradigm is called I Don't Have the Resources. Now, we know that resources could mean a lot of different things, but it is a way of us getting stuff, by definition, that we need to excel or expand or go further. Those things could include supplies, water, money, information, books. We don't know what that resource or resources is or are. What we do know is that when we come up against something that is blocking us, we tend to let it overwhelm us to the point where we start to give up and give in on what our dream and our goal is. Now, the reason why I brought this one up today, I don't have the resources, is because I used to think that way myself. When I first wanted to write a book, I decided that I was going to try to do this on my own. Now, being a person who has written stuff before, I thought that I could do it. But I found out, ladies and gentlemen, it is a lot harder in the beginning than I thought. So what I did was typed in how to write a book, and good gosh, wouldn't you know it, all kind of things came up on Facebook, all kind of people, all kind of apps, all kinds of resources came up to help me write a book. So I ended up choosing one. And of course, what I was doing at that point, ladies and gentlemen, I thought I was spending money, but I wasn't. What I was actually doing was investing back in myself. What I was actually doing was helping myself overcome the fear that I had to move forward, doing something that I really wanted to do. I had set my mind on wanting to write a book, finish a book, and then publish it because I wanted something to keep here after I'm long gone. It will always be here. Something that'll always have my name on it. I wanted to leave a legacy for my grandchildren and my children. So now, through the power of resources, I do have that book, and I've written the book, and I've published that book. And I want you to know the same thing. I tell you all the time, ladies and gentlemen, that we are all endowed with the gift. And that gift will bring us before great men. But what I also want you to know is there are going to be times when it looks like you're going to be stuck, or you're going to have an inner conversation or inner conflict with yourself about where you're going, and it's going to seem like you can't get there. But I want you to know something. I want you to remember this and always keep an open mind. When you are about to start something to change your life, change the way you think, change your goal, change your dream, have a vision of what it is you want in your life and out of life, there are going to be things that are going to come up against you that are going to make you think twice. These things, called limiting beliefs or paradigms, are here for a purpose. But I don't want you, even though I'm doing this series called Paradigms, to think that these are actually bad things. They are not. What I want you to think about them is that they are going to be used to find out how focused, how determined, how patient, and how willing you really are, and if you want to accomplish that thing that you are setting out to do. So you're going to be at war within yourself for the next couple days, weeks, months, years, however long it takes for you to get started and get going into what it is you're trying to accomplish. You know why? Because you've never done something like this before. You've never really put a focused, determined effort into something and to try to make your life better. The inner man, the inner being, your subconscious, does what you tell it to do. Your conscious mind is the one that's going to be telling you, look, you can't write a book. You don't know how to do this. You don't know how to make $1 million. You have no clue. Where are you going to start? Who are you going to talk to? What resources do you have? That's what I want to let you know. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a ton of resources at your very fingertips by way of phone. Do you know this thing that you are seeing me now, talking to you, is one of the most powerful tools that we have? There is so much information now on these phones and the apps that they contain that, ladies and gentlemen, you can practically do anything that you want to do. You can accomplish anything that you want to accomplish. And it doesn't necessarily mean all of the information has to come from just the phone. You can actually get in touch with some of the people through this phone, through this media called social media. Ladies and gentlemen, there are so many people looking to be a resource for you to get done what you want to accomplish. So if your dream is to write a book, if your dream, like me, is to become a life coach, if your dream is to be an author or a motivational speaker, ladies and gentlemen, there are so many people dying to give you your opportunity. You have the power of resources all over. You have the most powerful one right there in our Heavenly Father. So even if you look like you're stuck, sometimes you just need to be quiet. You have an idea. God is giving you something, an assignment, something that only you can accomplish, a book that he wants written, a speech that he wants spoken, something that he wants you to tell somebody. So connect to the resource, the main resource for all of your inner workings, and that's God. He will help push you through any obstacle or any disbelief or anything that is stopping you from moving forward with your life. That's what he's here for. And then once he does that, be quiet, be still, have an open mind about what it is and maybe even who it is he's trying to connect you with. There are so many people in your life that can help you get from this level to this level if you just have an open mind and accept them. There are things called mastermind groups, people who have or are thinking the same way you are thinking, or who are trying to accomplish the same thing. And maybe some of those people have already gotten where you're trying to go. There are always kind of resources in your computer, in your libraries. Ladies and gentlemen, there are informational processes everywhere, and everybody's trying to feed you. Invest in you. That's what they're always telling you. Invest in yourself. So don't hold on to what it is that you are trying to accomplish. God has told you several times he wanted you to be a party coordinator. He's told you several times that he wanted you to start your own factory or start your own business selling clothes or making shoes or whatever it is. He put that in you. I tell you all the time, every man is endowed with the gift, and that gift will bring them before great men. Recognize what your gift is, and then start to research. Start to connect with the resources. Start to invest in yourself, the ways that you can get going and get you there faster than you can get on your own. There are people, places, things, books, computers, information, app. There are a plethora of things you can connect to as resources to move you further in this game called life. Your situation, I won't call it a problem, your situation is to find out and have an open mind about which ones you want to use. Ladies and gentlemen, don't wait on yourself. Move. Don't hold on to what's been holding you down. Fight that inner man that's telling you that you can't do something, that you can't be somebody, that you can't be the next Muhammad Ali, that you can't be the next Oprah Winfrey. Fight that inner person that tells you that you can't do something, and be that person. And if you're feeling a little weak or unsure, connect with somebody that can provide you the resources that you need to get you going. Don't let things stop you. Use it as fuel to power yourself and move forward in what it is that you want. There is something that you love and you enjoy doing it all the time, so much so that it becomes second nature to you. Use that. Use that gift. And then connect to some people, a mastermind group, another group of people that's doing the same thing you are doing. Whatever it's going to take to make you move on what it is that you want to do and be, use those resources because you have them. Let's stop using that I don't have the right resources. You do. Whether it's money, time, people, places, or things, they are available for you and they are there at your fingertips. Please use your resources and use them wisely, because when you invest in yourself, you're not spending money. You're investing in making yourself smarter, brighter, quicker, faster, bigger, stronger, more impactful, more meaningful, whatever it's going to take. But you have the resources to get all of those things done. Find out what they are and connect with them. And then let that other thing, that person that's inside of you, that paradigm, that limiting belief, tell that limiting belief, hey, I interrupt this party that's going on between me and you right now, but I am deciding for my future, not you. And I decide that I am going to be determined and focused to move forward. You don't get the win, paradigm. I'm using the resources. I'm getting the ideas. I'm making myself available to somebody or something. I'm connecting myself to another power source to get me to where I'm going to be. Because that's what I want to do. People do what they want to do. So if you are determined to give that kind of effort, you do that. And then you go out and find your resources and make sure you have an open mind and you use the resources at your disposal, because they are there. Peace.